Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com with Wapahani Raider Volleyball coming your way here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We have the Daleville Broncos being welcomed here this evening to Raider Gymnasium as they'll be taking on your Wapahani Raiders here tonight, and we'll go ahead and get right into our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Kenshaw Properties. This junior varsity Wapahani Raider team really been off to a hot start to the season here. They've, believe, won, I think, right around 9 or 10 of their last 11 games. And so they've, like I said, they've been really playing well together, continuing to adapt. And play together, mesh well together, and it takes time. Especially with this being such a young group. Pretty much all freshmen and some sophomores. That's one of the biggest things. That we're going to have to just continue to adjust to. But I think that they have done a really nice job of adjusting to the situation. And as the season goes along, when you have these ladies continuing to come out here and perform the way they have, I know that their confidence has got to be continuing to build each and every single ball game, which is exactly what you want. But not only that, but their skill level is just going to continue to get better and better. They look to win ball games, make each other better, and whether that be at the junior varsity level or the varsity level. It doesn't make a difference. It's all one program, and when you can all build each other up and put a great program together, it's only going to mean that much more success throughout the long haul, not only this season but for many seasons to come. So we're excited about this team, and like I said, watching them play and throughout the season here, I think they've really came together and performed at a high level. And hopefully that can be the same thing that will happen here tonight against the Daleville Broncos. Now, as I had mentioned on our Twitter and Facebook pages, I don't know if you guys follow us on there. If you don't, then make sure to do so. It's at WHS Network, pretty simple. Follow us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter, and then like our page on Facebook. But this is a busy week for us this week. We're going to be obviously here tonight against Daleville. Then tomorrow night we're going to be broadcasting some girls soccer for your Wapahani Raiders. And what a hot start they're out to this season, 7-2 start. They got the Yorktown Tigers from Raider Field tomorrow night. We're going to have that one right here on the WHS Network. Now I doubt that we'll be live just because of the lack of internet out there. You can't get any kind of internet or signal or anything out there. So I doubt that we'll be doing it live, but we will be doing the game. Then also Wednesday night, we're going to be back at it again as we travel to Monroe Central for another conference matchup in volleyball. And then Thursday night, right back here at home again against another tough opponent in the Alexandria Tigers. So a very, very busy week ahead for us, and we're looking for hopefully another perfect week of Lady Raider volleyball right here on the WHS Network. So again, we appreciate you all for joining us here tonight. Make sure to stay tuned in. We got tonight's rosters coming up. And then ultimately tonight's game again between the Daleville Broncos and your Wapahani Raiders. We'll be back with more right after this.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels on the
Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. We'll take a look here at tonight's rosters for both teams. And we'll start off here with the visiting Daleville Broncos. We got number 21, Zoe Bollinger. Number 18, Cheyenne Carter. Number 12, Mallory Ingbrecht. Number 9, Maddie Etchison. Number 20, Bella Jones. Number 15, Sydney Nixon. Number 14, Faith Norris. Number 5, Kate Stacker. Number 16, Samantha Thomas. Number 11, Emma Voss. And number 17, Sonia Bustillo. The Broncos coached by Ella Stevenson. Now, if you're Wapahani Raiders, we have number 1, Lauren Rich. Number 3, Madeline Rhodes. Number 5, McKenna Goodwin. Number 7, Elena Doherty. Again, tonight's ballgame going to get underway here, so we're continuing to read off the roster here. But nonetheless, we'll have number 8, Addie Hughes. Number 9, Emma Roberts. Number 13, Lauren Luce. Number 15, Kaya Van Oat. And number 16, Allie Stanley. And again, the Raiders coached here this evening by Mrs. Katie Weir. So again, Daleville gets on the board here first this evening. Again, we do thank you for joining us here tonight on the WHS Network on YouTube.com, your home for Raider sports. As we'll see, number 20, Bella Jones now in the ballgame here for the first time this evening for Daleville, and back to serve will be other than number 13, Lauren Luce. And mishandled there, shanked well out of bounds off the arms there of Cheyenne Carter, so a 2-1 Wapahani lead. Again, as I mentioned earlier, a very busy week ahead for us. We have some Raider girls soccer coming your way tomorrow night from Raider Field. Happy to be back out there again. I know it's been just a scheduling conflict, majority of the reason why we haven't been out there, pretty much the reason why. Trying to, do the volleyball games and then still try to get out to there to do some soccer games for both the boys and the girls. And it's just been scheduling conflict, unfortunately. We're trying to do everything we can possible to make everybody as happy as we can. But we'll be out there tomorrow night, big-time game when Wapahani takes on Yorktown. And we're going to have a 4-hit call here on Wapahani. And they will take the point back in the direction here of Daleville to now own a 3-2 lead. But then again on Wednesday night, we'll be traveling to Monroe Central, about a 10-minute drive or so to the east of us, as the Raiders will get that one to fall in. We'll see now Lauren Rich back to serve. And then also on Thursday night, we'll be right back here from Raider Gymnasium taking on the Alexandria Tigers. So, like I said, a busy week ahead. We potentially will also have the Muncie Central Invitational for the varsity team coming up on Saturday. Not sure exactly the details of that, and I'm not even quite sure if we'll even be allowed to go to that, to be quite frank with y'all. But we'll find out some information in the coming days, and we'll make sure to relay that information to all you fine folks out there. So 4-3 Daleville, now number 5, Kate Stacker back to serve. And mishandled by Stanley and out of bounds. So an ace for Stacker. And the Broncos out here to a 5-3 start. Dug out there off of the reception from Allie Stanley. So up that time and mishandled there by number 15, Nixon. And that will cost Daleville a point now. Addie Hughes, number 8 here for the Raiders, will return to action for Allie Stanley. And now Lena Doherty will be back to serve. Real nice serve right there. Exceptional job there by number 12, Ingbrecht, to get it back over. Rhodes on the attack. Number 18, Carter on the attack that time, and a wide open hole in the Raiders' defense. Executed there by Carter, and the Daleville Broncos back to a 2-point lead. Number 17, Sonia Bustillo, now in the ball game for Daleville, and now serving will be Mallory Ingbrecht. Handled by Rich, loose, sets it on the Rhodes. Dug that time by number 5, Stacker. Carter will get it over. We'll free ball here for the Raiders. Let's see if we can utilize it here. Carter back on the attack again. There's Doherty now loose. Sets it on to Ritzner in the back row and into the net. So a little bit of unfortunate series of events there, the last few points there for the Raiders. And Luce will just tip it right over the net there. Now Carter back at it again. And great court recognition there by Lena Doherty. She watches that one float out of bounds now, 7-5, and we'll have number 5, McKenna Goodwin, back to serve here for your Raiders. Nice serve there from Goodwin. That will fall in there for an ace off the extended arms of number 9, Atchison. Going right back to that same spot again, and Daleville will not get it over, so another miscue here by Daleville, and the Raiders now tied up after 3 consecutive points put on the board. Again, had a perfect week last week. Wins over Shenandoah, Madison Grant, and Daleville will get that point right there, but also got the win, let's see, Thursday night. Trying to remember exactly who we played. It was a busy week for us last week. Randolph Southern, that's who it was. I mean, I was going to get it there eventually. So Shenandoah, and then got a big win over Madison Grant in straight sets, and then was able to come away with a win against Randolph Southern as well. So again, we've been off really to a real nice run here for Wapahani the last roughly about 2 or 3 weeks now. Started off, I think, right around a 2-3 record, I believe. And really since then, I believe we've only dropped 1 game the rest of the way. So we've been playing some of our best volleyball here within this last 2 to 3 week stretch. And hopefully it's in the cards here for the Raiders to keep that going. Tipped over there. Rich will get there in time, and Luce will get it over here for the Raiders. On the attack there, that was number 9, Etchison. Luce back to Rhodes one more time. Yes! And the Raiders will get back on the board after the kill from Maddie Rhodes. So Rhodes now back to serve with the Raiders just down by 1 here in tonight's opening set. Handled there by Nixon. Good job, Doherty, with the dig. Set on far side of the court there to Rich, and in the net by Lauren Rich. So now number 18, Cheyenne Carter, will be back behind the service line, and she'll serve that one into the net. So another unfortunate error there for Daleville. Fortunate, though, for Wapahani to get this game back within 1. And looking to hopefully go on a run here for themselves. All started right there. Look at Addie Hughes creating a great opportunity right there with an ace to tie it up now at 10. Another nice serve there again. Got to create service pressure there. Put everything you can to. A little bit of discipline shown there by the Broncos. That was number 17, Bustio, on the attack. Again, really didn't put a lot on it there, just enough to get it over and inbounds. So Bustio back to serve. Also Allie Stanley back in here for the Raiders. Rhodes and Luce will get it over for the Raiders. And that's going to fall out of bounds. And again, great recognition this time by Lauren Rich, recognizing where she was on the floor and not making a mistake right there. Number 20, that is Bella Jones back in here for the Broncos, and Lauren Luce back to serve. Tied at 11 here in set number 1. Set to Etchison, and that's going to be on the left side of the antenna, which is the out-of-bounds side of the antenna. And so the Raiders will now take the lead. Nice serve from Luce. That's some diving action right there. There's Goodwin. Luce to Doherty. That's going to be blocked right back at her. Now Rich on the attack. And again, just a soft touch right off the palm. And over the extended blocker's hands and in play. So a kill for Rich and a 2-point lead for Wapahani. 13-11. Missile of a serve that time from Luce, and that will now be an ace for Lauren. So the Raiders trying to extend that lead further and further here now, out to their largest lead of the ball game at 3. Another big-time serve from Luce as Stacker will get it over. Luce will set it on up to Rich. And beautiful placement there by Lauren Rich. Finding the back line. Keeps it inside of it. And the Raiders now lead it by 4, and that will cause the Broncos to take a timeout. 15-11, first set here from Raider Gymnasium. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with more right after this break. Alrighty, welcome back here, folks, again to our Liberty Perry Alumni Association game break. It's Wapahani 15, Daleville 11 here in set number 1 of tonight's junior varsity matchup. Again, we sure do appreciate everyone for joining us here tonight. I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside as usual here with me is Jordan Redbeard McCoy, my cameraman, and hope all of your Mondays was very good today. Obviously starting off the week, hopefully on the right note here if you're Wapahani. But we'll have the referees getting together in between the timeout there. I'm not sure if there was a game discussion or what the case might have been. So I guess nothing's going to come of it. It's 15-11, and Luce back there to serve again. There's Rich. Luce back to Rich one more time and hit into the net. Again, that really the biggest thing right there, you can kind of tell the approach wasn't quite there. She was, right there on her back leg. Didn't have much of an approach to the ball after the setup. As that one will be served out of bounds by number 9, Maddie Atchison. So the Raiders retake a 4-point lead here. We'll have Lauren Rich now back to serve. And now that will be served out of bounds. So I suppose both teams in the giving mood here the last couple points with back-to-back service errors. So Stacker back to serve. Was skimmed off the top of the net. Luce sets it there to Goodwin there on the back set. So well-executed ball, nicely done there by McKenna Goodwin. Addie Hughes will reacclimate herself into the Raider rotation for Allie Stanley. And Elena Doherty now back to serve. Sink to the right side and into the stands. by number 20, Bella Jones. So an ace for Doherty. So she'll continue to be back to serve here for the Raiders. Again ahead by 5, 18-13. Ingbrecht there with a setup to Carter and off the fingertips. Nearly there of Doherty. And now number 17, Sonia Bustillo. We'll be back in for the Broncos, and serving now will be number 12, Mallory Ingbrecht. There's Doherty on the serve reception. Set to Rich in the back row. Hard hit ball and a fantastic finish there for Rich and the Raiders. So back to a 5-point lead here as this first set starts to dwindle down here. Tipped over and in the, fell in place there of the triangle, if you will. You had Rich, then Doherty, then Goodwin right there. Just fell right in between all three of them. Nice hustle there from Luce and Goodwin. Just a little too much mustard on that hit. As it's now 19-16, Sydney Nixon back to serve. And out of bounds, and again, great court vision there from McKenna Goodwin. So service there for Daleville, 20-16. Madeline Rhodes back to serve. Over there along the right sideline. Now on the attack there, that was number 9, Etchison. Again, didn't get the flick of the wrist, and it sailed out of bounds. So the Raiders now just 4 points away from taking a opening set victory. As that one will also sail out of bounds on the serve, except this one to the right. So the Broncos hanging in there. Number 18, Carter back to serve. Handled by Rhodes. Lou sets it on to Rich. Great job that time around there by Lauren Rich. Put it down with some authority. Again, the approach was fantastic. The finish was even better, and was able to find an open hole in that Broncos defense. Addie Hughes now back to serve. Stacker on the attack just got a piece of it, but it was just enough to create some missed timing there on behalf of the Raiders. Allie Stanley back in for Hughes, and now serving will be Sonia Bustillo. And that one will be out of bounds. And again, another solid job here by the Raiders back row on Allie Stanley right there, recognizing where she was on the floor. Realizing that was heading out of bounds, didn't obviously take the chance. It wasn't really all that close. So great job right there. Daleville will get it back over. Solid job there, and Rich will again hit that one into the net. 23-19. Atchison serving for the Broncos. Handled by Goodwin. Luce will get there, and Rich will get it over now. Free ball action for the Broncos. Rhodes showing some hustle. Also Goodwin. But the Raiders unable to come away with anything right there, and now Wapahani will take a timeout. Again, ahead by 3, 23-20. We'll step aside. Again, this will be our Liberty Perry Alumni Association game break.
It's Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. I want to give you a message about our mission statement. Enriching lives by helping people find their next home. It's short, it's quick, it's to the point, and it's what we do. If I can help in any way, call me direct, 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank Kenshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kenshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Muncie area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that is KENSHA properties.com. You can also contact them at 765-356-1340. Had to take a brief pause there with the loud horn sounding pretty clearly there in the microphone. Apologize there for that. But back at it here, coming out of the timeout. It's Wapahani 23, Daleville 20. And tonight's opening set here from Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. And we'll have a lift called here on Daleville. Would have been 4 hits either way there, but the Raiders here now at set point. We'll have Lauren Rich back to serve. And see if she can close it out right here. And that's exactly what she's going to do. An ace to end it here in set number 1. Wapahani defeats Daleville 25-20 to take a 1-set-0 lead. So, folks, again, please don't go anywhere. We got your second set from Raider Gymnasium right here live on the WHS Network coming up, and much more. So we'll be back with more right after this break. Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. We're just about set for set number 2 of the evening, again here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Again, Wapahani with a big 25-20 first set win, and looking to continue that and bring the brooms out here this evening, and hopefully can sweep Daleville. But again, this Broncos team, really held in there. They was a real nice challenge here in this first set. Really played rather well. And so expecting another close second set right here, I'm sure of it, because again, this Broncos team, not a team that will easily go away, and really had a nice stretch going there for a good while. But things kind of fell apart for them there towards the end, and luckily the Raiders were able to keep pressing forward there and finish them off the right way. So Daleville will hit that one off the antenna, off the serve from Lauren Luce. So a quick 1-0 Raider lead to open up the second set of action. And it's given off top of the net there now. That was Ingbrecht setting it on there to Stecker, as that was mishandled, and a 2-0 Raider lead. So Luce back to serve. And that's going to be another ace off the arms there of Carter and out of play. So Luce getting us going early here in set number 2. And the Broncos will already take a quick timeout. All right, well, we'll go ahead and stick right here during the Liberty Perry Alumni Association game break. Some more sponsors we'd like to thank here this evening. I'd like to thank the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, as well as President Richard Morris. The Liberty Perry Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get information on any events, and also to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also to purchase an engraved brick for the alumni brick walkway out here in front of Wapahani High School. You can just simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. And for any other information or questions you may have, you can contact Richard Morris on Facebook. So it's Wapahani 3, Daleville 0, coming back out of the timeout to open up this second set. Rich on the attack. Dug that time by Cheyenne Carter. There's Luce, back to Rich one more time, and that time that will be a kill for Rich off of Nixon and out of bounds. Again, make sure to stay tuned in here later on. Following tonight's junior varsity matchup, we'll have tonight's varsity matchup as well, coming to you live here from the WHS network on YouTube.com. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so. It's free, doesn't cost you a dime. All you got to do is just subscribe, and that's the beautiful part about all this. There's Daleville will tip it back over. But, a lot of these, broadcasting teams and schools and so on and so forth are charging people to watch ball games, especially in today's times where, you obviously have a limited crowd. Some places are different than others. But I believe, to my knowledge, we're still at 250 people or less. And, but other places, you can maybe squeak a little bit more in there depending upon, what county it is and what school it is and so on and so forth. We'll have a substitution here, number 20. That is Bella Jones back into the fold of things here for the Broncos. 6-1 start here. We have Lauren Rich back to serve. But as I was mentioning there, though, everybody's different. All these different schools have different guidelines and how they approach things. But I know a lot of schools now that have been doing some form of broadcasting have a subscription fee to be able to watch. And, I'm just not big about that. I know our school isn't about that whatsoever. We want our people to be able to watch and be able to enjoy the games for free. There shouldn't be any kind of fee whatsoever. So it's a really nice deal to where, you can just get on here, hit the subscribe button, and then if you want to click the little bell icon right next to it, you can get alerts and notifications on your phone or laptop or tablet, whatever the case might be. And just gives you a notification upon every broadcast we do. So like I said, it's a really neat thing, and we've been going strong here on YouTube now for, I think, going on 3 years now, or pretty close to it, 2 or 3 years. And so it's really nice to have everybody with us every ball game and supporting all of our teams out here. So 9-2 now, Wapahani. That one was hit out of bounds just a moment ago there by Daleville. So we have number 7, Elena Doherty, back to serve. This handled there by number 20, Jones, and another ace for Doherty and the Raiders. As Wapahani just keeps applying the pressure and creating more distance between them and the Broncos. And that would have been pretty close to heading out of bounds. Jones ended up taking the ball because she wasn't quite sure if the ball was going to land inbounds or not. So it ended up being the right thing there for Wapahani, because it definitely would have been a close one. Ingbrecht will get called with the 2 hits. So the Broncos in a world of trouble here to open up this second set, which obviously if you're a Raider player or a Raider fan out there, that's exactly the start that you was looking for. There was Rich, loose, will set it on to Goodwin, tips it right over, and in play, a kill for McKenna Goodwin. So again, Daleville does still have 1 timeout left. Which again, if you remember correctly here, Wapahani started out to a 3-0 lead, and right off the bat, they took a timeout. And so now they've really dug themselves a hole, and it's definitely going to be tough to get out of here. Not sure if head coach here for Daleville will be taking another timeout soon here or not. Obviously, if the Raiders keep putting more distance between them, then I'm sure that will happen. But Goodwin will hit that one into the net, now make it a 14-3 ball game. And now number 5, Kate Stecker, will now be back to serve. And into the net. So service there for Stecker. So now we'll have number 5, McKenna Goodwin, back to serve with the Raiders on top here by 12. Again, looking for that sweep and get the brooms out here tonight. Still a little ways to go there, and some miscommunication there between Rich and Rhodes. So Daleville will take advantage there. Number 17, Sonia Bustillo, will reacclimate herself into the rotation for the Broncos. Handled by Rich off the serve. Great hustle there from Luce. Carter on the attack. And Rich will shank that one out of bounds. So now Daleville within 10. Again, they've still got a mighty situation to overcome here, but the Raiders just got to keep putting the foot on the gas, and that's exactly what Madeline Rhodes does right there for the Raiders. Back to an 11-point lead after the kill from Rhodes, and she'll now be behind the service line with just 9 more points to get. And now we'll have a timeout taken by Daleville. And so this will be their second charge timeout here in the second set. And again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the break to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank Next Home Elite Real Estate. Their primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, Austin Rich provides consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a market plan that provides superior service to all of his clients without compromise. For your real estate needs, make sure to contact Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate, 765-749-4546. Also, a big thanks to East Jackson Auto Sales, located at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. Owner Alan Clark and his family-ran dealership have been going strong since 1977. and they're known for their honesty and quality pre-owned vehicles that will leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle that you can rely on. For more information, check them out on Facebook, and you can contact them at 765-284-3472. So big thanks to not only both of those sponsors, but to all of our sponsors. Mean a great deal to us. So appreciative of them. And we'll get back to volleyball here with Wapahani ahead 16-5 here in set number 2. Again, already with a 1-0 lead if you're just now joining us. They took set number 1 of the evening 25-20 rather. They're up 16-6 here in set number 2. And number 15, Sydney Nixon, will be back to serve. And a little too strong off the hand of Nixon, and the Raiders will take advantage here. We'll have Addie Hughes back to serve on the floor here for Wapahani. We have Hughes, Rhodes, Goodwin, also Doherty, Rich, and Luce. And that should be a 2-hit call, and indeed it will be on Daleville. Unfortunate there for the young lady. Just miss hit. Sometimes you have a slip up every now and again. Real nice serve there from Hughes. Again, had real nice diving action on the ball. Great spin, and the Raiders continue their winning ways here with claiming point number 19. Handled there by Nixon. Now that was number 9, Etchison, on the attack just a moment ago. Now Rich back at it and deflected out of bounds. Rich with the kill, and Wapahani just now 5 points away from a sweep of the Broncos here tonight. Another nice serve from Hughes. Tipped over there and in play. That would be number 9, Maddie Atchison of Daleville, recording the kill there. And Allie Stanley will return to action here for Wapahani. And number 18, Cheyenne Carter, back to serve. Handled by Rhodes. Shanked over there, but Goodwin was able to get there in time. And we'll have a net violation. That's, I believe, the first one of the matchup here this evening. That was on Daleville. So Lauren Luce back to serve. Nearly mishandled there, and they will get it back over. That was Etchison. Luce on the Goodwin. And a point there for the Raiders. Some of the passing woes continue here for the Daleville Broncos this evening. Again, got to say I'm a little surprised after the way Daleville performed in the first set. The second set I thought, might, light them up a little bit more here as far as, bringing the energy. But a solid job here by the Raiders getting them, getting on them early and often throughout the matchup here, applying the pressure and able to execute on the Broncos' miscues and mistakes throughout the second set here. Passing has been the major focus for Daleville. They've had a rough go of things. Again, the Raiders have just been able to make good of the opportunities. And that will fall in there. That'll be Lauren Rich with the kill. And so here we are now at match point. Getting Lauren Luce back to serve, looking to close this out right here. And Daleville will not get it back over. Too soft of a hit right there. And the Raiders will again bring the brooms out here tonight and sweep the Daleville Broncos 25-20, 25-7 en route of a big win here tonight. The Raiders just keep on winning and keep improving and moving in the right direction here. And that's all you can ask for. That's what you look to do every single ball game, every practice, look to get better and improve not only individually but more importantly as a team. And a great win here tonight to start the festivities off. So, and not only that, but it's a great way to start the week here in what will be a busy week for our Lady Raider volleyball program. So a big win here tonight. Again, straight set victory for Wapahani over Daleville, 25-20, 25-7. And again, your Raiders will be back in action on Wednesday night when they will be traveling a measly 10-minute drive just east off of State Road 32 to Monroe Central to take on the Golden Bears. Again, that start time will be, as usual, 6 o'clock. And we hope to be live on the WHS network to bring all of you that action on Wednesday evening. So, folks, we'll go ahead and end things here. Again, we have our varsity broadcast coming up, so make sure to click on over there to that ball game here in roughly about 15-20 minutes from now. We'll have that one live on the WHS network. So, again, thanks for watching tonight's junior varsity game, and we'll see you back here in just a little while on the WHS network.